All right, hey there. Good morning, everybody. 10:48 right now on our Friday morning. Hopefully, you're having a good morning so far. Just getting a couple of other streams going up. We are live on Facebook and YouTube right now. So if you're watching on either one of those, thank you. And yeah, still talking about Nicole. I think the first thing that I want to start off with here is this big picture. I was showing someone here at the station where Nicole was, right? So I zoomed out from the area and I kind of centered it over Georgia and then just kept on expanding and expanding and expanding. And it's crazy that we're looking at a tropical depression right now. I mean, wind speeds 30 miles per hour. But this thing is massive. And just in terms, maybe not necessarily, the core of the depression, right? I mean, that's going to be relatively small. But when you just look at it and you keep zooming out and seeing the wind flow around Nicole, I mean, it stretches from Cuba to Canada. I mean, if you look at, there's some showers over western Cuba, and you just look at that general flow of the air or the atmosphere around Nicole. It stretches all the way up into Canada. I mean, that's 1,200, almost 1,300 miles of real estate there, of where we're looking at. I mean, impacts. I mean, not necessarily the heavy rainfall and that direct tropical impact, but still, I mean, we're seeing it here in Tampa Bay with some showers. In fact, we just had a crack of thunder here at the station. But I just thought that was amazing, and so did our coworker here. We were looking at it. She was like, "Holy smokes, it's crazy!" I mean, tropical weather and systems, they just never cease to amaze me. Just real quick, this is the latest cone. It is out of sight there. There we go. So, I mean, it's going to continue to move into the Appalachians. It'll move over western North Carolina up into Virginia and West Virginia. That's the center, but obviously those rain showers, those thunderstorms are going to extend well beyond where the center of Nicole is. Let me take you down to, if you're watching the Bay Area, you're probably saying, really? It's still raining? Well, it's interesting because some places actually have a fair amount of sunshine. And others are getting some, not just rain, but pretty heavy rainfall and some lightning. Let me pause it and let me take you down to some of these areas that are seeing some of the lightning. In fact, here we are. Our station is right here, and there was a lightning strike right there. So I mean, it was literally across the street. We just had a lightning strike. Several other areas of some heavier rain and some lightning in downtown St. Petersburg, down along the beaches, Fort DeSoto, not a good beach day. Tierra Verde, St. Pete Beach, Pasagrove, getting some pretty good showers right now. And that's the main line. You watch when I put this into motion, you can see this is a loop over the last 3 hours. You can see how that band of rain is setting up, and it's really extending off of, again, that southern flow of all that moisture that's feeding up on the southern side of Nicole as it starts to move into western North Carolina and eastern Tennessee. So it's more of the same, but you'll see there is some drier air on the way to save the day. Here's the water vapor imagery, and you can see how looping over the last 6 hours, there's still that plume of moisture that's extending all the way into, well, Cuba and the Western Caribbean. But coming in behind it is some drier air. That fills in. That'll bring back the sunshine in full effect for tomorrow. And then farther off into the west, right here, you have a cold front that'll bring another reinforcing push of not just drier air, but also cooler air for us as we go into Sunday and early next week. Couple of notes across the area. I know there are some peaks of sunshine, and if you're thinking about getting out to the beach and maybe going for a quick dip in the water, we do have a rip current risk across our beaches today. There's, just all the surf. It's still a little breezy out there. So there's that concern for some rip current. So be careful. I was looking at some of our cameras earlier on this morning, saw some folks in Clearwater Beach out doing some swimming this morning. Just be careful out there. Here is that view from Clearwater Beach, and not a ton of people in the water, but you can see there on the left side of the screen, there are some people hopping in the water there. And with that surf coming in, something that we don't see a lot, it might be kind of tempting to get out into the water and go, ride some of those waves coming into to the beach. Yeah, I'm a good swimmer. You'll be fine. Just be careful and just know that there's going to be that risk. I'm trying to look at the life tower or the lifeguard towers, see if they've got their flags up. I can't see. Let me see if I can zoom in real quick. There we go. Looks like they do have the yellow flags up. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, you see that yellow flag, that's telling you that, not the best of conditions out there on the water. They've got the surfboard there over on the left. They've got to run out and help save somebody. So lifeguards there at Clearwater Beach are ready to go if they need to hop in the water and help somebody out, maybe with a little bit of a situation with a rip current or whatever the case may be. But I mean, right now it actually looks pretty good at the beach, doesn't it? Let me zoom back out again. Zooming out all the way. Let's see, we'll kind of pan up to the right a little bit. There we go. Not bad. Not a bad looking day at all. Certainly a lot better than it was yesterday, wasn't it? We had those wind gusts at Clearwater Beach, actually up around 65 miles per hour yesterday. 68 in Bel Air, just down the road to the south. Bel Air's up a little bit. Believe it or not, there's a little bit of an elevation change in Bel Air. So they were just a skosh higher. So they got a little stronger of those wind gusts. Ray J, St. Petersburg, that's St. Pete Clearwater Airport, got 62 mile per hour wind gusts yesterday. And most of those wind gusts were actually on the western side of the path of Nicole as it moved through the area. Now, that's just our area. There were much stronger gusts on the east coast when Nicole made landfall. At that point, a hurricane, but when it moved through here, it was a tropical storm. So a decent little tropical storm that came through the entire state of Florida yesterday. The breezes are starting to pick up a bit. We had relatively calm winds this morning. Now the sun is up. We're starting to get a little bit more of that differential heating there between the water and the land, and just that pressure difference from Nicole moving out. So still a bit breezy. St. Petersburg, one of the windier spots today so far. Wind gusts right now around 31 miles per hour. In some cases, it feels pretty good with that sunshine out there and the temperatures are starting to rise. But just like on the beach and the water, still some choppy conditions, moderate chop forecast for the seas out there on the Gulf, 4 to 6 feet with that southwesterly wind blowing in around 10 to 20 knots. So the conditions are improving. I mean, night and day conditions are better than they were yesterday, but tomorrow will be even better than today. Certainly not as much surf, and even this evening, those winds begin to relax. They're 10 to 15 right now, and then gradually diminishing, and then actually relatively calm conditions overnight into the day tomorrow. Looking at how things play out for the rest of the day, you see that a general counterclockwise flow around the center of Nicole, and then there's that cold front to the plain states up into the Midwestern states. That cold front will be swinging in to the south and east. It really doesn't bring much of an impact to us here locally. Watch here as we go into the afternoon. That stream of showers probably continues through most of the afternoon. So if you're not getting rain, you could still get some. If you're getting it, it might move out. It really just depends on where you are. That band of precipitation is going to line up, and it might wobble and move a little bit. But I do think eventually by the overnight hours, that will begin to break down. Drier air will start to move in, and it should set up for what looks to be a nice weekend ahead. Temperatures tomorrow morning hang out around 70, no real big changes there. A decent day tomorrow. Highs will be near normal, right around 80. Honestly, a very typical November day tomorrow, which will be a nice change of pace for us. Those highs near 80 degrees, a little bit of humidity out there tomorrow, but this is what we have right now. I don't think we can say this is a typical November day, though we do get hurricanes in November. We can see tropical systems. They are relatively rare. Certainly to get a landfalling hurricane in November is not what you really expected. In fact, there's only been 3 landfalling hurricanes on the state of Florida in recorded history, and here we are still dealing with the impacts of that. The view in downtown Tampa from Armature Works looking north, or rather looking south down the Hillsborough River at downtown Tampa, just showing you how that rain is I mean, it's coming down out there. But again, I think that all improves and things start to look a little bit better. It's 74 degrees out there. I mean, 74, a dew point of 71 degrees, humidity 91%. I mean, that's a little bit abnormal for this time of the year. A little bit warm, a little bit moist, and I mean, it's a tropical environment out there still. Um, I'm just looking at Jeff Peterson. Our highs here will start out at 48 degrees and fall to 38 by 4 p.m. Jeff, where are you watching from, man? Is that maybe up in the? I'm trying to think, where would that be? Maybe up in the Midwest somewhere. That's fall, right? Starting at 48, cold front comes through. Temperatures drop to 38 degrees through the afternoon. Let's see, what is that saying? Climate change is a natured filter. I'm not sure exactly. Dunlap, Tennessee. All right. Where's Dunlap? Is that Eastern Tennessee, Jeff? I'm not sure where Dunlap is. 45 minutes northwest of Chattanooga. Cool. I bet it's beautiful there. Nice. Well, it is November after all, right? And that's kind of what you expect up in Tennessee. I mean, honestly, look, this time of the year when I used to work in North Carolina, I grew up in Michigan, getting those big temperature swings, it really, I mean, it's kind of comes with the territory, doesn't it? And just these big swings in temperatures, cold fronts, warm fronts, well, and then situations like here in Florida, you get big weather swings just with these tropical systems that come through. We just don't get quite the temperature swings like what you get up north, but and we're still dealing with those temperature or those condition swings, I guess. You've got, I mean, sometimes sunshine on one side of the yard and pouring rain on the other side of the yard. So gotta love the weather, right? What else can you do? That's what you get. Here's the forecast for the next 24 hours. Today, those showers, it's going to be breezy at times. Obviously, we just showed you that. Sunshine at Clearwater Beach, downpours in downtown Tampa. Rain finally gets out of here tonight. Low temperatures, 70, and then 81 degrees tomorrow afternoon. Let me show you the 7-day forecast. It looks great. I mean, maybe a sprinkle with a cold front that comes through on Sunday. There's actually another cold front that kind of sneaks into the area Wednesday into Thursday. That might bring a couple of sprinkles. I've left the chance of rain out of the forecast for us Wednesday into Thursday. We might have to introduce it depending on the timing of that front and just how much moisture that front might have to work with to produce a couple of showers or so. But for now, no rain next week, at least through Thursday. And then probably don't see any rain over the weekend either. And I mean, that's the long and the short of it there. We don't have a lot to talk about moving forward. The tropical storm, it came through. It was I mean, a pretty hardy tropical storm, I think. Unfortunately, we got out without a lot of damage. A couple of trees down. We did have some power outages yesterday. A lot of those power outages are now or at least the power is starting to come back on. So overall, it's we're kind of jumping back to normal pretty quickly, but kind of seems like we're getting used to doing these things, doesn't it? With Ian just a month or two ago, and gosh, hopefully we don't have to do it anymore this season, though, right? Hurricane season officially wrapping up on November 30th. Real quick, though, can't forget about Veterans Day. Thank you to all of the vets out there who have served and continue to serve for your sacrifice and your just your service to our country and to our freedom. So happy Veterans Day. Thank you all for what you do for our country. Wish I had more sunshine for you today to be able to get out and enjoy the day. But we've got more of that for you this weekend. Just kind of a rainy first half of the day in some places, but overall looks pretty good out there later on this evening into the overnight. So I'll leave you guys with that. Happy Veterans Day. Have a great Friday. Enjoy your weekend. We will be here for you here at 10 Tampa Bay, whether it's here on social media or on our website, 10tampabay.com. If you have not downloaded our app yet, the 10 Tampa Bay app, of course, it's free, but it also has a lot of great resources as well. Live streamings, you get great notifications. I mean, I have the app, get the notifications. It links you right to some stories that you might be interested in. I think it's a great app, and our team here at 10 Tampa Bay does a great job of facilitating that information and filtering out what's important to you or what you might be interested in reading. So they do a good job with that. Of course, there's a lot more content on there than just the stuff that we send out those notifications for. So always a great resource there. But mostly, we appreciate you guys and everything that you do to help keep us honest and fair and giving you the news that you guys need to stay up to speed on what's going on out there. So anyway, that's it, guys. Have a great Friday, and we will be talking with you sometime down the road soon. Have a good day.